already know what it is. The Raiders Raw Report back again. In your motherfucking face, Dick Tracy. You know what time it is. You know how we do it here. I am Mitchell Benz, not to be confused with Mitchell Renz or Wi-Fi Weenie or any of that shit, because that lame ass shit doesn't get it done. And what we're gonna talk about today is right tackle Thayer Munford. Right? Say it again. Thayer Munford, whose 6'6", 315-pound frame made about 14, I think he played 14 to 17 games last year, right? I think it was 14. Might have played in 17 total over his 3-year career. He's going into his 3rd year. If you watch this guy, he had some pretty good stuff to work with, and he had some good games there. He had some bad times there, but he had some good games. This guy, I'm gonna tell you something. We forget he's from Ohio State. He was a 7th rounder, but he's panned out to be a pretty good right tackle. He used to play left tackle. He can play right. We've been having him at right, and we had him at left last year, if you don't remember. And the dude can play both positions. I just think this is the year, now that we're seeing he's taking the first team reps, this is the year that he's gonna push forward and solidify that spot as his spot. And also they've moved Dylan Parham first. He's been left guard for the first few years in the league, right? Now they moved him over to right guard, right next to Munford, and they got JPJ Powers Johnson playing left guard, right? And I think that solidifies this offensive line to be a good, sturdy, strong line that can run the ball and pass when they need to. What I like about Thayer Munford is long arms. I like his frame. I like his strength. He's gotten better over the last couple of years, right? See, Thayer Munford, his biggest strength is gonna be his strength, because the dude is strong, he's big. Once he gets his hands on you, he can stop you. This is from a year ago. This is not from the recent season. This is from a year ago against the Denver Broncos. And it's just a little bit of tape so you can see what he does well here, right? He struggles in some stuff, and he's gotten a lot better since then, but this is when he was still kind of fresh, right? He was still learning. He was still trying to figure it out, but he had a lot to work with. He had so much to work with. You see, the thing about Thayer Munford, up there you see him with the right tackle, at the right tackle position, this guy is a beast when he wants to be. When he gets his hands on you, watch this one. Boom, and watch Moreau. Moreau came in and they got that guy out of the way. They blew him up. I love that. When you see the way, right here in the right tackle position, you see the way he gets off. Look at, gets his hands on number 93 right there. And here comes Moreau to help him finish, right? And the thing about Thayer Munford is he's earned this spot. He's earned the right tackle position. It hasn't been given to him. This guy's been fighting. So he's earned it to be in with the first teamers, right? And getting the first team reps and see where it goes from there. I don't think he's gonna relinquish the spot. I don't think he's gonna give up the spot. Not for your dog's spot, not for his spot, my spot, nobody's spot. He's gonna keep that spot. Watch his hands here. See how he anchors down when look how he gets out there? He's on the outside right there. Furthest to the left of the screen, right tackle though. Look how he gets his hands, and look at, bam, bam, he stops the dude. The dude's not moving, uses his strength, and that's what he can do best. That's what he does great. He might struggle sometimes with a little bit of speed coming around the corner, but for the most time, if you're gonna go head up with him, you're gonna have a problem. And now, having another season under his belt, right? Another couple seasons under his belt, Munford is a lot better. He's a lot more sound. The guy is a lot better. And this is him a year ago. And he was already doing stuff like this. Look at him pop out. He identifies what the defensive end's doing. He's right here, second man to the left, right tackle position. See, he hops out, he sees the defender. All right, I got him. I know what I got to do. Bam. Stop him dead in his tracks. You're not going to go head up with Thayer Munford. You're not gonna go head up with 6'6", 315 pounds, Oregon, Ohio State Buckeye. Now, Las Vegas Raider. He's played a couple years with us, going into his 3rd year. This guy, look at how he just stands the dude up. And this is what we got at right tackle, and this was before he's honed his skills in even more. Before the coaching, before the experience and all that, right? He's learning on the job, and he does his job there for the most part. It starts to get a little pressure, but the guy gets the ball out, right? But the point is, he had enough time to get that ball out. Thayer Munford is a really good player, and with Dylan Parham on that right side with him, it's fucking gold. It's gold, dude. Like, the way that boom, he's stuck. He ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Could he have been more sturdy? Yes, he could have. Could he have been more stout? Yes, but he was learning. He's learning the NFL game, right? The players, here he is again. Watch him. The guy gets up, identifies what's going on. He's got 93. Wham, wham. You ain't going nowhere, bro. You ain't going nowhere. You see that? I used his hands. Check those hands, baby. That's how you got to do it. Look at Munford kicks out. Wham, wham. Wait and wait and wait and watch the pop. Watch the pop. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on, baby, baby. Come on, baby, bubba. Wham, right there. Check that motherfucker. Wham. Keep his hands away from you. Look at that. Boom, you ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm steady, I'm stout, and I'm standing your punk ass up, and all you're gonna do is go stand around and look at me. And look at that. Look at those arms. Look at that. Bam, got him again. Just, you love that extension. And this was before. He played so much better last year, right? And now he's got the first team reps with Dylan Parham next to him, and I fucking dig it. I like it. I like what's going on. I like what they're doing. I like how they're just, okay, we're gonna have Thayer Munford, and we're gonna have Dylan Parham, who's a lot better offensive lineman than people give him credit for, right? And as you see, Dylan Parham had a better rookie season than a lot of people gave him credit for. He played really good as a rookie right there at the left guard position. You see him, number 66. This guy, his hands, he came in with elite hands, good footwork. He just needed to adjust a little bit to the NFL game, but you're gonna see him right here. You're gonna see the job that he does here against the Kansas City Chiefs a year ago. He gets up off that ball, wham, locks this guy up, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. You see, the thing about that, when you got that on the right side at the guard position, that's what we need to help out fucking Munford out there, right? Munford's still learning. He's a hell of a player. He's a lot better than he was. As you see Jacobs get up in that fucking gap, but you see, because look at Parham's block. Bam. Seals that right there. Look at Miller, who's a fucking stud. Miller's a beast. You see? Jacobs reads the block. Bam, he's out. Gets his gain of whatever it was, 13, 14 yards. Parham, having that Dylan Parham on the left side is gonna be dope. Watch this as Parham moves up to the second level right there to get off that motherfucking safety right there. Bam, bam, recognizes it. You ain't going nowhere, bro. Look at that. How he just did it so effortlessly, so smoothly, adjusted, identify what the defense was doing, what the linebacker was gonna do, was waiting for him. Okay, boom, boom, look at, wham, there you go. You ain't going nowhere, bro. Didn't even have to do much, just push him out of the way to spring Jacobs. Imagine when we have that on the right side over here. And then you got Jackson Powers Johnson replacing Parham at left guard, which to me is an upgrade, because I think Jackson Powers Johnson is a little bit better than Parham, but Parham's no slouch, and he's the sleeper on our O-line. People are sleeping on Dylan Parham. Parham, whatever you want to call him. Por Hamon way. This is Big Ham. Let's call him Big Ham. Dylan Parham, aka Big Ham, number 66. The dude is a smart player, bro. He's smart. He's got good instincts. He's got good recognition of the defense. He knows what they're doing. He pays attention. Very intelligent. And when we add that to the right side, oh baby, as you're gonna see him pull right here to the right? You see Parham, look at his athleticism though. The dude can move. Wham, gets up in that hole, key block, springs Jacobs. Sprung him. Number 66, Big Ham, baby boy. He's gonna be right there doing that. We ain't gonna have to pull him that way. He's gonna be wham, right in the cut. He'll be pulling the other way, helping Miller out on the other side from time to time. Same thing with Powers Johnson. Our O-line is gonna be something special. That's what I'm saying here. You see, our O-line, our offensive line is gonna be something special, especially when we got Dylan Parham right there. doing the damn thizzle against the linebackers and against the secondary of the teams. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But anyways, Raider Nation, what do you think? I just love the way that these coaches are approaching the players, and they are putting the players in the perfect position to succeed. And one thing about all of our offensive linemen, even Andre James, with the exception of Miller, because Miller's been a stud at left tackle, but all the rest of our starting 4 offensive linemen can play any position almost on that line. They can play more than one position. Miller can play left tackle, right tackle. He can play a little bit of right guard. Parham can play either guard, center. And then you got guys like Pete, and you got guys like Powers Johnson who can play center, either guard. You know what I'm saying? And I love that, and I love what they've done, and I love what they're doing. Raider Nation, stand the fuck up. We're in this. Raider Raw Port, Raw and Uncut. It's the Raiders Raw Port, not the Raiders Report. We don't report shit. We raw porting it. Raider Nation style. You know how we do it. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Give me a shout out in the damn comments. Throw up the skulls. Throw up the shades. Throw up something. Let me know you in this motherfucker. And we know our offensive line is gonna be the strongest point of the offense, and everything's gonna run off of that. I think we're in good hands. What do you think? Leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about it. And we out.